Hello, fellow gunners. Tim here to Reloading Bench. Okay, in my last 308 video, I was using 14 grains of Trail Boss. I had a couple of people comment on why are you using Trail Boss? Why don't you use 13 grains of Red Dot or 16 grains of 2400? Apparently this Ed Harris guy has come up with these loads in 50 to 180 grain bullets in military cartridges. 308, 30-06, 7.62 by 54, and then, whatever else is in there too. So I'm like, this one guy, I commented back something about who's Ed Harris or what's his loads and whatnot. And he just commented back and said, just Google it. So I did. And, okay, so I've got 4 different bullets. And I've loaded these 4 bullets with 13 grains of Red Dot and 16 grains of 2400. All right, we're going to get into this. The first bullet was the 130 grain NOE semi-point, or yeah. All right, guys, here's the bullet I'm talking about. Oh yeah, I got the focus shut off. Anyway, here's the bullet I'm talking about. It's an NOE. I call it a semi-point. I don't know. Whatever the case may be. But I got this bullet from Eagle Eye Shooting. Kenny sent me some of these bullets. And I'm going to give you the average speed. Okay, with 13 grains of Red Dot, the average speed was 1828 with an extreme spread of 12, which I haven't been getting this good of extreme spread. And here's my target. I have no idea what this is. I called it a UFH, unidentified hit. Looks kind of like a 357. But anyway, here's my group. Let's see, I wrote that down somewhere. Oh, there it is. You guys can read that. This is with a gas check, and it's powder coated. 13 grains of Red Dot. A little under an inch. There. Which is really good. Now, this is at 50 yards. And I've always said this is a 2-inch gun. I'm starting to get a little bit better, and I'm liking it. Okay, so now shot the same bullet with 16 grains of 2400, and the average velocity on it was 1726 with an extreme spread of 45. Now it's climbed back up. I like to keep that extreme spread to around 30. But here's the kick in the pants. Here's my group. This 4-shot group is just a little over a 1/2 inch. With this flyer, I'm going to call it, It was about 1 5/8 or 1 3/16 or 11/16. So nice. I'm liking that. I'd say that 4-shot group, that's really impressed me. That finding a pretty good load for that bullet. Thanks, Kenny, for sending me them bullets. All right, let's get into the next one here. All right, and it's the 170 grain Lee bullet. This is one I cast. Now this is powder coat. But anyway, it's a round flat nose. I've gas checked it and powder coated it. And with the 16 grains of 2400, it averaged out to 1579 with an extreme spread of 24. And my group was an .346. Not too bad. We're telling you, that's the best group so far that I've got out of that bullet. Yeah, I was actually even thinking about scrapping it and getting a new mold, but that's nice. I'm liking it. All right, now let's get into the 13 grains of red dot. The average velocity on it was 1608 with an extreme spread of 13. Now, you guys will notice with the red dot, my extreme spreads are just, they're in the teens or just a hair over, which I'm finding is just fantastic. And it's the velocities are better than with the 2400. That part I couldn't figure out. But, okay, here we go with the 13 grains of red dot. I hate to keep messing with the focus, but this camera's just, it needs it. But there it is. 1.341, which is only 5 thousandths smaller than the 2400. So these groups are just, they're great. I'm going to stretch this out to 100 yards and just see what this thing will do. Just really bear down on it and concentrate. All right, let's get into the next bullet. And the next bullet is our little Lyman 120 grain. It's funny that focused on that to start with. There. 120 grain, round, flat nose. Bullet we got from Mike Treen. Now, I screwed up. I grabbed the wrong ones. I got the ones that were cast Alamo type. And I really wanted to get the number 2 alloyed ones. So, this is me bad. But, let's see, what did we do first? 13 grains of the red dot. And you can see I've got one here. There may be 2 in there. And then there's one up here. And There's one right here. Down at the bottom. Okay, so it didn't do good. Like I said, I grabbed the wrong bullets. I wanted to grab the number 2 alloyed bullets and ended up grabbing a Linotype. Now with the 16 grains 2400, I actually got 4 in there that we can count. Now I didn't measure it. It's 3 inches because you can tell by the blocks. It's about a 3-inch group. So, oh, I forgot to talk about the speeds. The speed with the 13 grains of red dot averaged 1983. It's probably another reason why I didn't get. I could have toned that down, I think. Anyway, I was wanting to see what it would do with this Ed Harris load. The extreme spread now, it was only 21. That's the one that was hair over the teens. So, there we go. And then with the 16 grains of 2400, the average speed was 1858 with an extreme spread of 32. And that was actually the one that got the better group. So, this extreme spread thing, I think, is just really overrated. Other than you just want to see how, yeah, for long distances, over 100 yards, yeah, that will become a factor. But as far as 50 yard, yeah. All right. Now, let's see. Now, we're going to talk about this little bullet right here. This is the bullet I got from Kyle Lust. It's not gas checked. I did not gas check this because if you guys remember, it actually, with the 14 grains of Trail Boss, shot really good without the gas check. So I wanted to try it without the gas check. And with the 16 grains of 2400, here's my group. It's inch .694. So it's a little over an inch and 11/16. All right. The average speed was 1683. The extreme spread was 25. That was with 16 grains, 2400. Now, 13 grains of red dot. My average speed was 1755. And the extreme spread was 19. But I can only find 2 bullets, 2 impacts, here and here. So it didn't like that. Now I'm going to revisit that with, I'm going to gas check the next ones and then revisit that. I'm going to revisit the 3118 bullet that Mike Treen sent me. I'm going to make sure that I get the number 2 alloy and revisit that. But it works. The Ed Harris load works. I don't remember the 2 guys that commented. I am so sorry. My memory is terrible. I should have probably looked it up and wrote it down before I made this video. But thank you for advising me to look this load up because I think it's going to be a good load. I believe that's all I got to discuss. Well, at 15 minutes, it should be enough. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video. That don't sound right, does it?